professional manner. Now, you mentioned that the white world. How would you describe that?
It's it'd be very white male, Christian, heterosexual, or you have to be a white blonde girl. Like it's a different world. It's just a very different world.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like even the level of professionalism, the way you articulate your thoughts, the way you know.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like the world you're playing is it's different, you know. And I feel like even I can't afford a nice coat, like a professional coat, because I'm fucking poor. I'm poor. But at the same time, so I can afford this jean jacket, but I can't really wear it,
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's cold,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm professional. You know? So that's how I feel. You were saying?
You feel free to answer that if you need
No, you're
to.
good.
Okay. Do you find it difficult negotiating your Latino identity within the academic culture?
In the beginning, yes, because I felt like I had to be this persona, I had to learn how to articulate my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And when can I speak Spanish in this area? Do they want me to speak Spanish?
Uh-huh.
I guess that's how I feel. You know, that's the vibe I got. Like, should I speak Spanish or not?
So, like, you felt uncomfortable speaking your own language at school?
Yes and no, because I feel like sometimes it is applicable because like the students speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like slang is not accepted. Anything with slang, you just have to learn how to speak your mind.
Mm-hmm.
But in a very, again, professional manner, without cussing and without using any slur words, without saying what's up, saying, instead of saying, oh, like he looks, like what would I say? If a student that is coming here, I'll be like, well, I'm very worried for you. I'm very concerned. Instead of saying like, hey, you're right. Instead of saying like, you okay? Like,
yeah.
So it's different.
Yeah.
So like, oh, I'm very concerned for your well-being. Are you okay? Is there something that you need to get off your chest? Something going on? Saying, oh, what's going on? Like, well, what's up? Like I can see your body's gonna look like weird. Are you okay? Like, it's just different.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm learning to express that.
Okay, so it's more about the language you use and how you express yourself.
Yeah.
That's hard to difficult negotiating. Yeah. Okay. Was there ever a time where you felt that graduate school, and in terms of graduate school, interfered with your own personal value or culture?
Not really. I just feel like, to tell you the truth, no. I just feel like, the graduate school didn't align with my work area. Everything there, the theories didn't align. The theories that it talks about, like sometimes, like professional, like I'm never gonna use this. I even told myself, am I ever gonna use this?
Mm-hmm.
Only the counseling theories, yes, like person-centered.
Yeah.
Validating them.
Uh-huh.
On that, no.
Why not? So you're saying like more of the student development theories didn't really.
Nah, because like, when am I gonna use this? I never felt like I was gonna. Like I only heard like from the professional workforce. Only 2 people have confirmed that they ever used it. Like, and that was 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was when they were creating the program.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. That was the only time that that is confirmed. Like, when did you ever use this? Only in the beginning, and that was 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
We were developing the program. That was 10 years ago. That's the only time I feel like I conflicted with the program, because I feel like, why are we learning this and it's not going to be applicable?
Do you think it was because you were kind of thinking about it in your way, like that wouldn't work for me?
No, I just feel like, why are you teaching me this, knowing full well that that's what's not going to teach us?
Mm-hmm.
That's how, like, what's expected in the workforce is completely different.
Okay.
Like, student development theory sometimes not always apply. Like, the theory may not, like, okay, based on the students going through transition, and I feel like he's going through a neutral zone, and he's trying to figure out what he wants. There's, like, maybe he's just hungry. Maybe he's just starving. Maybe he just needs some love. Maybe he just needs someone to really tell him how he feels, like, everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And so, or sometimes it's hard, and I don't like, sometimes, when your students get jumped, you can't really tell them, hey, here, let me incorporate this theory,
I don't have time for that.
Yeah,
no, that makes sense.
Okay. I just don't feel like it's going to be helpful. Like, that's the only time I feel like what they're teaching me, it doesn't really align.
Okay. Makes sense. Thank you for explaining that, by the way. Let's see, next question. Have you ever experienced any sort of racism or prejudice due to your race at this university?
No, never. I just feel like, but that never. I just feel like, I feel like our school didn't know. I feel like there's a difference between my program and our school. And our school, I feel like when it came out to addressing issues of racism or addressing issues of like, since this, there is anybody can say let's ban racism, but even then, like, we don't know who's a racist. We don't know. We can't really say that.
Mm-hmm.
So it puts our school in a very, very gray area. So
Yeah.
So even then, recently, when they brought in this Turning Point conservative right-wing organization, like, why the hell did you bring them?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. But they believe in free speech, so they feel like they should have the right to bring them in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's the only time I feel like I felt racism, but I feel like it's the only time I feel like the school was weird. You know?
Yeah, because then it really aligned to what you.
Yeah, their values or they don't reflect
values.
the mission.
Yeah, I get you. So, what practices or strategies do you believe are most effective in resolving this like conflict between family and school?
I feel like maybe because graduate school is different, but undergraduate, I feel like we can just introduce your family, try and get them more involved, also to have more. Have more resources for students, like how to build a resume, how to talk. I guess providing what services that they're going to be needing, not what they're going to be teaching us in the book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how I feel.
So more like basic things that they believe they don't need.
Yeah.
But they really do need.
Yeah. Because we all do need them. How do you send an email to a professional when you don't know how to send one?
True.
Yeah, yet they want me to do a 10-page paper, which I can do. Tell me what the mestizo consciousness is and how does it incorporate to a person who's transgender and going through so much trauma. You know, I can't really say that. Like, I guess I feel like that's. I feel like I can't really use that in my workforce. You know? So like, there's a difference between learning my history and culture. Like, can I use that in the workforce? Can it be applicable? Can it prepare me? Can it help me land a job? Most likely, it won't.
That's true. I can see that. I can see how a lot of students might not learn that things in school that seem very obvious to other people. I can see that.
Basic life skills.
Yeah. So last and final, very brief questions on institution feedback. So, can you identify or describe any customs, beliefs, or practices that might be misinterpreted by established institutions within your community?
What was that, please?
Yeah, so can you identify and describe any customs, beliefs, or practices that might be misinterpreted by these institutions within your community?
Maybe we all value education. It's not really a culture thing. We value education. It's just that we're not given the same opportunity. Like, I feel like the Latino community is given like, oh, they don't value education. That's why they're poor. That's why they don't know any better. That's why they're miseducated people. They're I guess there's a negative connotation between immigrants and Latinos, so it's connected.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's this idea that they don't really care about education. I think that's not true. I think it is valued, but I feel like it is. I do feel like the institution needs to keep yourself accountable, and if you're gonna give a student this degree, you need to make sure it's applicable for a job.
So more practical.
Yeah.
What advice would you give incoming Latinx graduate students entering this master's degree?
Entering any master's degree?
Entering a master's or doctorate.
I would say find a support group, be with your family, find support friends, find a mentor, find a supervisor or anybody you can be vulnerable with, somebody you could talk to, to bounce off ideas. And I feel like a mentor would be very helpful because that's what I learned. Like, oh, what am I wearing is professional or not? You know, am I wearing something's business casual? I need to know, like, somewhere in the middle, you know? So I'm learning, and I feel like that's what I'll probably say. And if you're going through any mental health, like, I would say gladly to just check in with somebody. Check in with somebody that helps you. Don't be afraid to seek counseling. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You know, and don't be afraid to reach out to your faculty member.